is ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown.
I'll
Hey!
figure out how to fix it.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here, trapped.
Yeah, I'm in Lehigh Valley. I'm near Bethlehem. So I'm trying to get gigs out here in Bethlehem and Easton. I'm in this area. Allentown even, but really I'm not like the hugest fan of Allentown. So
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up. Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
he's so cute. I love him. Thank you so much for your very sweet comment. I really want to get out of this Jedi robe, or I want to make my air conditioner higher. So give me a second. pay-per-view. Now it glitches out. Until I fix this glitch, and my friend is going to help me do it. Part about being in combat right now. There's a glitch on this that my friend Glenn said I can help override, and I looked into it on Google since I can't talk to him right now. So there's a common glitch for this that I have to fix, and it's a good fix. Once I do it, it'll be fun. But for now, I have to like override the glitch by every time going in combat. I'm like, I get like frozen where I can look around but I can't move, or when I open certain containers or scavenge off certain droids, they will just like freeze you, so you have to save the game, exit out, load it back up, and then you're fine. So see, now I can't move around. So now what I have to do is save the game, override it, yep, exit the game, load it back up. It takes like 10 seconds, it's like whatever. But I know there's a way to fix this. My friend Glenn, who bought this for me, told me there is. But for now, I'll deal with it so I can just at least get used to the game again, you know? Just for tonight. It's not the biggest deal. Hello, everybody. Do I have enough shit now? Oh, hell yeah, he would play a great Darth Revan.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold. until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives.
So I have to blow it up with explosives, is what you're telling me. Alright, fine.
Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked. Maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Wow.
Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override. Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it did. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked. If so, that should be the only reason only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide.
That sucks. See how, like, I'm circumventing that?
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough, you know. No family, no husband. Hey, I wasn't trying... Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through. If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there. You're either really brave or really crazy. Or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself. I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
I installed an override switch to... Is Ed, right? Whoever...
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Yes? What have you found? Ah, yes, I noticed that as well. It may be that our proximity during our long slumber may have had unforeseen consequences. We seem to be able to speak without speaking. Perhaps this effect will pass with time. Then hope that we have little to say to each other, lest it prove distracting. I do not know. Why did they spare you? Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious. And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy. I have found that answers come in their own time, not ours. Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
I just have to go all the way down.
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. And be careful down there. Find the emergency supplies? Damn it. I mean, good. Good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. Look, there may be some survey gear in the safety.
Shit.
The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines. And the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
Thank you for telling me. It's the glitch in the game.
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids. You could, if you have the skill in a stealth field generator. These droids rely on thermal sensors, primarily to detect fuel deposits. The good thing is, that explosion down there kicked up so much heat and steam it may blind them. A bit, but not much.
shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is.
Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target. There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence. Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier. Those mining droids, especially the excavator models, are designed to arm and set sonic charges for mining. Chances are if they still had charges after they went rogue, then they may have set them to try and kill the miners. And you. If you see one of those excavators, watch out. They may use their undeployed charges as projectiles.
Right? I guess it's just a way to suggestively advertise getting people to buy your brand. You know? So like I picked something up out of that and now I am frozen even on that. Right? I mean, the dancing bears really have a point. The TP is really amazing.
Watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move
Paper
quickly.
towels. Find a mining energy shield. Tissues. How do I run faster? pressing L3 3 times in a row. I'm pressing it. I'm pressing it. Nothing.
Something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on. Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this. Sure. If you have a stealth field generator, it'd make it an easy walk to the central droid controller.
Everybody here?
What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with her on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So she's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. She's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If she's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have her walking around here. She'll... well, I don't know what she'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still alive.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the exchange? Kurta, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is?
Gorda, there's no way the officers...
Then we'll
Everybody here?
guess...
What?
Look, Gorda,
Then
Every time you get in combat.
Yeah, picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there? The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is gonna get real hot, real soon.
Glenn bought this game for me. Thanks, shout out to Glenn. Do not go through that mine, idiot. Power shot has a -3 chance to hit. It's not very good. Okay, thank you for telling me. It won't give me an option to like undetonate these bombs.
It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus.
This is like
How
my
may I
secret
be of
email.
assistance?
Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna fill up my water bottle.
am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Answer, the captain of the Harbinger, Master.
Hi.
I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However,
Shout out to Glenn
we did
for
not
getting me
arrive
this
at our
game.
intended
Getting me this
destination.
game twice now.
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation. Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship. Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master. Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow plugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious. Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
Light Revan. Here. So, you can see a bunch on my Instagram too if you follow me on Instagram and go on my website and stuff. You'll see different pictures. Thank you.
Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning.
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences
I have a lot.
that led to the
Check them out on my
cascade failure
Instagram.
in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too,
So every time I play a Star Wars game, either Star Wars Battlefront or this one, when I play it with my Streamlabs on one screen and with the full screen of this game on the other, because this is an automatic full screen game and you can't like make it smaller or minimize it, or unless it like X's out, what ends up happening is like this like weird pixelated, like as if I'm clicking on my game capture on my Streamlabs, like the whole line out comes with the lines and tells me what pixels it's up to and shit, and it like blocks off some of your chat unless I look at the stream chat, which is fine, but it gives me a little bit of glitches. But this happens with every Star Wars game. No other game, just Star Wars games. I'm catching his bullshit right away.
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, and when it attempted to escape the Harbinger, addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability. Explanation. I believe it was a speculation. As to its purpose, I do...
He's a bounty hunter.
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life,
He's a bounty
Master.
hunter.
It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival
He's
of
a
this
fucking
ebon hawk
bullshitter.
caused me considerable distress.
He's a dummy. Don't get his. You watch.
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer. Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, painful admission, I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi. Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core work. Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as prop. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores, crude model. Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficient. You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems. Answer. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that... It is unlikely any miners remain alive. Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. If that were the case, the severed comm link would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments. Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged. Warning. Master, continued exploration. I encourage you to return to the medical... Weary resignation. Very well, Master. Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master. Condescending explanation. Master, the console... Musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about conjecture. I suspect... Explanation. Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only selected individuals can unlock them. Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is maintenance control, voice print ID, or... Placating answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future. If I do, I assure you it is... Answer. Master, you cannot... Of course, Master. Recitation. You need to open the airlock and use the construction scaffolding on the exterior of the... Of course, for that, you would need to unlock the maintenance console, and without the maintenance...
Yeah, I gotta. Glenn gave me the thing to download. I mean, like, you guys want me to download it right now? I'll download it right now. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. So, where am I doing it, Glenn? So it opened up a Microsoft Word document. It opened this up. Yeah, I just pressed what you told me to and I went to that link and I downloaded it just now and this popped up. I'm very confused. Glenn gifted this to me through GOG Galaxy. So I have this through GOG Galaxy, and I downloaded it, and it downloaded to my D drive. Well, I don't know how to receive this information through comments. So if anybody has any recommendations, I'm actually going to stop the stream now anyways because I'm getting overstimulated. So instead of getting information this way and overstimulating me more, I think the best option is for me to do it when I'm off stream. So I'm going to take care of that when I'm off stream. But I am going to say goodbye now. Yeah, I can't click anything through the stream here when you commented on here, Light Revan. I really appreciate you sending it to me. Another way you could send it to me is through my Discord chat, because then I'll be able to click on that, because right now I'm not going to be able to find that. So if you could send that to me on the Discord chat or through my email, I would really, really appreciate it. And but for now, I am going to get off because I am getting overstimulated now. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining the channel. Yeah, there's my link to my Discord right here, right above my head. You'll see the links. So all you have to go is go to Discord and find Emma_Nukes, Emma_Nukes, and I'm right there. But yeah, guys, give me a follow, subscribe to my channels. Thank you, Light Revan, for following me today. Thanks for everybody else who joined and who engaged in the chat. I really appreciate your company. Thanks, guys, for trying to help me out. Glenn, I have no idea why when I downloaded that thing that you told me to, it came up to this. Because it says TSLRCM 1.8.2. I don't know. It's showing me all these things, and it's a lot. So I can't really handle that right now. There you go. Did you? Oh, I see you. Hi over King Revan. I got you. I got it. Gotcha, dude. Hello. Thanks for joining. I got you now. And guys, if you want to see my chat, my little server, EmilyNacchio Arsenal. That is my server. So I'm learning how to use Discord. This is the next step in my streaming adventure. I'm teaching myself how to stream. It's been like a year and a half. Really, all I know how to do is basic computer stuff and how to play the video games, right? So this is all a learning experience for me as far as like camera angles and overlays and learning the terminology and how to maintenance my computer and do all that other stuff. So yeah, while I learn, I appreciate everybody's patience, and I'm always open for recommendations. If there's anything I could do within the stream while I'm live, I'll do. But for things that are more like advanced, that like I'm gonna have to take some time off stream to take care of and really like, you know, tinker with, hit me up on Discord or on Instagram chat, or you can send me an email. It's in my link tree. You could go to my website, or my link tree has all those links. Yeah. But other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the entertainment today and you want to help support me, I am entertaining full-time now, and work has been really low. So I've been scheduling streams so I can start monetizing the channel and get better at this every day. But while I do that, any tip in the tip jar really, really helps me. So any help would be, I'm really grateful for, and I would shout you out on the stream and thank you for that. Just thank you guys in general for tuning in and watching the stream and hanging out with me and keeping me company. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Again, follow me on all things, subscribe, hit me up tomorrow. I'll be here same time, 7 to 9 Eastern Standard, or later if I feel like it. But yeah, I'm tired now, so I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. I love you guys. Have a good night.